Hi guys, welcome back. So a few of you have been asking me to make a everyday makeup routine. It's not a few people, it's just like probably like 2 people, and I have finally gotten around to it. Today I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup routine. It's not really everyday makeup routine because I don't be putting makeup on every day. I really don't have the energy for that, you know, to be realistic. But when I do put makeup on, which is like once a week lately, this is the look that I always go for. And it only takes 30 minutes. It's a very light, but like I got my crap together sort of look. So I'm gonna show you guys all my favorite products. If you're a little newer to makeup, you know, I'm not a makeup guru, but this is what works for me. And I find the best ways and the most time efficient ways to do things. You know what I'm saying? Most of these products are actually very affordable, but they work really well. This literally only takes me 30 minutes. But yeah, if you wanna see how I achieve this easy, quick, affordable makeup look, then just keep on watching. My life is a mess right now because I am going to Dubai in literally 3 days, but I just got back from Vegas. So I was like, I'm not about to unpack just to pack again. So I have luggage all over the floor. I have literally like 12 packages that I haven't opened, but I'm like, should I even open them because I'm leaving? Let me stop talking. Let's get started. So let me tell you guys something. More expensive does not always mean better quality, okay? I have been experimenting with some of the more expensive brands, and I just ended up going back to the more affordable serum and moisturizer that I used to use because they honestly work so much better and they're more affordable. So these are my go-to. My favorite serum, which is the Ordinary Serum, and my favorite moisturizer, which is the CeraVe moisturizer. I find that other brands either cake up under my makeup, they leave like a bunch of like white spots on my face. They're too thick, the consistency just doesn't mix well with my foundation. Even if I'm not wearing any makeup, it doesn't give me that glowy, lightweight look like these do. And these actually hydrate my skin. I find that other serums tend to just sit on top of your skin and not do anything or hydrate it or moisturize it when that's the whole point. So yeah, these are my current favorites. Now obviously sunscreen is the most important step in your skincare. You can use as many skincare products as you want, but it really does not matter if you're not protecting your skin. So I've really been trying to wear sunscreen whenever I'm out in the sun. Lately I've been using this. I just got this from Sally's. It's skincare cosmetics day cream and it has SPF 20 in it. So I do use this during the day if I'm going to be out and about in the sun and not planning on wearing any makeup. Now if I do plan on wearing makeup and I'm going to be out in the sun, I either use this Maybelline Master Prime. It does have SPF 30 on it. Or if I'm looking to do a lighter makeup look, I go with the IT Cosmetics Skin Tint, and this has SPF 40 on it. Moral of the story, sunscreen is the most important, okay? So the first thing I do is I use micellar water. I don't wash my face in the mornings. I only wash my face when I'm trying to get my makeup off. Is that weird? I don't know. But I just use micellar water to cleanse my face before applying any serums or moisturizers or makeup. Do y'all see that? You probably don't. You don't need to. I don't know what has gotten into me because pre-COVID days, I used to put makeup on like 5-6 times a week. But after COVID, I have just been needing a very valid reason to put makeup on. Maybe I've just grown to be more comfortable in my own skin. I really don't know, but sometimes like I even shoot content without makeup on just because I don't have the energy for it. But it's been a while since I've gotten ready and shot content, so it's time. I also have an event tonight to go to, so I like to like knock it all out in one day. I like to batch my content. So like for example, today I'm shooting this YouTube video. I have a few TikToks I need to shoot, and then I am wearing a cute dress for tonight's event, so I'll probably take like an Insta photo. Okay, so after I'm done cleansing my face, I'm going in with the Ordinary Serum. And you know, you just gotta like slap it into your face. I don't know why they do that with serums, but like that's just how it's done. That's how I see people do it, so that's how I do it. I have really dry lips and I get dry like around my nose area. So I do put a generous amount. Speaking of dry lips, I've talked about this before, but the only thing that actually hydrates my lips is an entire Aquaphor tube. I literally just apply this all over my lips straight from the tube. And I do this before I start applying my makeup. That way it like soaks in and then it's like dried up by the time I put my lipstick on. And I really just like slather this all over my lips. I mean, I look a little ridiculous, but it's only temporary, so it's okay. By the way, I'm allergic to the weather. It doesn't happen much in California, but the Vegas weather, something in the Vegas weather, it's like pollen, is that how you say it? Pollen, trees, dust, things like that I'm allergic to, and Vegas seems to have a lot of it. So every time I go to Vegas, I come back with a third lip. Y'all see this? Okay, now that the serum has like soaked into my skin, I'm going with an eye cream. I cannot tell how I feel about this yet. I got this from Sally's Beauty. Hada Labo Tokyo Age Correcting Eye Cream. It works fine. I just feel like it might be a little too thick of a consistency. I don't mind this eye cream. It's just like, I don't know if it's doing anything for me. And I like things that feel very lightweight on my skin. You just like dab that in there, use your ring finger, you know the drill, massage it in. All right, and then I'm going in with the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. I love this. It's so lightweight. It's not super greasy. It's not super thick. It sits very well under my makeup. I put a generous amount. Gotta keep that skin hydrated. Something is in my eye. What is in my... Is my eye throbbing? Oh my God. My eye's throbbing. Did you see it? Oh! Can you guys see my eye throbbing, or do I look crazy right now? I'm using the Maybelline Master Prime, and this comes with sunscreen, SPF 30. So this is gonna be my form of sunscreen for today. So I let that sit in for about a minute or so, and then I go in with the Instant Age Rewind Concealer. And you know, there's different ways people put on concealers. I used to do like the whole triangle thing and then like dab it in there, but apparently this works better. You just do like a line right here, a line right here, and apparently it like lifts up your eyes. And then I go in with a beauty blender and just dab it in there. And don't be afraid to like use your fingers to get in there and blend out those creases. Y'all, I am not a beauty guru, okay? Let's just put that out there. I should have mentioned that in the beginning. But this is just what I do to look how I want to look when I want to look that way, because I don't always want to look that way. Now, before I set my under eyes with setting powder, I go in with a foundation. I love this foundation. Oh my gosh, the coverage on this is so lightweight, but it still gives you that full coverage. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and I'm using the shade Pure Beige. Girl, you need a refill of this. Like, this foundation doesn't get cakey at all. And it doesn't feel very heavy on your face, which I love. And it really gives me that like flawless look. I've been using this for a few years now. After I've blended that onto my face, I go in with the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. I love this powder. I've been using it for a while. And I'm almost out of this too. Good thing I made this video, because I realized that I gotta go run some more errands before I leave. Okay, now I just set that under my eye. We're gonna look a little crazy for a little bit, okay? But it's okay. The final result is what matters. I do leave that on until I get my eyeshadow done, because there's like particles, I feel like, that fall when you're doing your eyeshadow. And then if I have this on, it like protects the particles from like creasing in your under eyes, and you can just like wipe it all off at once. I don't know if That's just what I do. To set my eyelids, I go in with the MAC, ew, it's dirty. I go in with the MAC Studio Fix Power Plus Foundation. I am using the shade NC35. Sometimes I do NC30. It's definitely a shade darker than my skin tone, but with the bronzer and stuff that we're gonna put, it'll be okay. Because I eventually end up setting my whole face with this, but for now, let's just focus on the eyeshadow. Why did that sound like an infomercial? Now for my eyeshadow, I actually use my contour kit. I just put bronzer on my eyes. I feel like it looks really good when you like mix it in with the bronzer on your face, and it just like gives you that like very like bronzed look. Like how do I explain this? Like I just feel like having the same color, I don't know, that's just what I do. So I have been using this e.l.f. contour kit. As you can see, my shade is almost out, but before this I was also using the Kat Von D contour kit, and that works amazing. So I do switch off between the two, but if you're looking for a more affordable option, this works pretty well. So I like to use the highlight, and I apply that all over my eyelids. And you don't have to be like super careful with this because it's all gonna be blended in anyway. So, you know, just like apply it everywhere. Then I go in with this middle shade and I apply it on the crease of my eyelids. So I just apply that on my crease right here. And then I bring it in to my outer eyelids. Now, usually I just blend this in and that is it for my eyeshadow, but since I have an event tonight, I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm gonna go in with this darker shade right here and only apply that on the outer crease of my eyes. Just a little bit, you know, we ain't gonna go too crazy. That's it. And then I'm gonna blend all of that together. Like if you guys want to do a 2-in-1 sort of situation, literally just use your contour kit as your eyeshadow. It looks just as good, if not better. Now I'm gonna go in with the MAC Brush Black 24-hour eyeliner. The easiest way for me to apply my eyeliner is with my eyes open. I just draw a line towards my eye at first. Nothing crazy, just like a little line like this. And then I connect that line to the rest of my outer eye. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but hopefully me doing it is helping you visualize it, is helping you get it. Okay, so just like that. That is it, and then you fill in the inside. Unless I'm putting fake eyelashes on, I do not like putting eyeliner all the way inside. Now my favorite mascara is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect. And I do a couple coats of that. This reminds me, I did a TikTok a while ago of different faces girls make when applying makeup. I'll insert that somewhere. And then I like to curl my lashes one more time. Now before I put mascara on my lower lashes, I like to wipe off the translucent powder and any excess eyeshadow. And then I go back with this darker shade right here and I apply that under my eyes. I feel like if I don't do this, I just look more tired than I am. It helps like conceal your under eye tiredness, you know what I'm saying? And now I can go in with my mascara and apply that on my lower lashes. Now it's time for contour. So I use the lighter shade in the palette and I start off by contouring my nose. So we go from the eyebrow down. Okay, this is how I contour. So And obviously every nose is different. So I know some people, if they have more of a longer nose, they like to put some contour down here. It makes it appear a little shorter. For me, I just like that snatched look. So I want my nose to look a little bit slimmer. So all I need to do is just draw 2 lines down here and down here. And then I go in with this highlight and I apply that right in the middle. And then before I blend that in, I go in with this darkest shade right here. I apply that right above my cheekbones. I know this looks really dark, but we're gonna blend it all out. And then I go in with another brush and blend it upwards. This is literally called the Ultimate Blending Brush from e.l.f. I actually love this brush. All right, now to blend out my nose, I actually use a smaller brush. This is also from e.l.f. It's the e.l.f. stipple brush. And I just blend it outwards. Just like that. You have to be able to blend it out to where there's no harsh lines, but at the same time, you don't want to blend it out so much to where there's no more contour. I also go in with the bigger brush and just blend it out a little more. Now I'm going back with this medium shade right here and just applying that all over my cheekbones as more of like a bronzer type situation. And then I also bring that up to my forehead. I got a big forehead, so I just cover that baby up. I just do the sides of my temples and up top right here. Same thing on the other side. And I do apply some on my jawline down here. Then I go in with blush. I am using the MAC Lovejoy blush. This works very well for me. I just use the same brush as my bronzer. I apply blush right here, but then I also bring it up, just like that. I know we're looking a little cray-cray, okay? We're gonna fix it. So what I do to blend everything out is I go back with the MAC Studio Fix and I apply that all over my face. This not only sets everything in place, but it blends out all those harsh lines. And I don't apply too much right on where I put the blush and the bronzer. I'm gonna use a different brush for that. All right, now I go back in one more time with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I just apply this all over my face to really get rid of any harsh lines. And this really just gives you that matte look. Now for eyebrows, I just use the Jordana eyebrow pencil in the shade medium brown. I fluff them up a little bit. And then I start off at the bottom. I don't fill in the middle too much just because I do have a good amount of hair on my eyebrows. It's just the bottom and the inner corners is what I usually focus on. I put some concealer on here and I just take out any of the excess and brush that out again. And finally, it's time for some lipstick. I use different types of shades of lipstick. It depends on what I'm wearing, what I'm feeling for the day. But I like to stick to more light brown, pinkish tones. So for today, I'm gonna mix this MAC lipstick. It has more of a pinkish tone to it. It's in the shade Please Me. And then I'm gonna mix it in with this lipstick brand named Becca, and the shade is Mocha. Color Statement Lip Liner. And it's just like a light pink color to line my lips with before applying the lipstick. Now, after I apply my lip liner, I actually like to put lip balm on before applying the lipstick. It makes your lips look a lot smoother. This smells really good. It's Lip Naturals in Mango. Delicioso. And then I go on with my lipstick. This is how the MAC Please Me one looks like, but I want a little bit more of a brown. So I'm mixing it in. And I just like to go back with this concealer brush and take off any excess. One last thing I like to do to just set everything in place one last time is use a setting spray. I am just using the NYX Matte Finish. And here is the final look. Quick, easy, affordable. I haven't curled my hair in so long. I feel like I definitely look different. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found a few helpful things along the way. I do have a few exciting videos coming up. I will be vlogging my Dubai trip. I have other travel vlogs I still gotta edit and post, and just a few more lifestyle videos coming up, like what I eat in a day, how I'm losing weight, yada yada yada. So make sure you are subscribed, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.